It's hot boots will come in here. The boots are hot.
I know, she's got
the
nice-
shoe game must be crazy.
Hey, listen, she's got to rep
the
New Britain
fashion sense must
appropriately.
be crazy.
Yes.
The shoe game is on point today, I will say.
Yes.
But
Well, welcome. Nice to
thanks
see
so much
you.
for having me.
You are a very active tweeter.
Oh, I am. I love my Twitter.
Yeah, you
I've
are.
been criticized for it before, but that's all right.
And
I love it.
why would they criticize you? At least you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, like social
Hey.
media and getting out there and getting
Look,
the word out.
People pay attention on Twitter. That's how a lot of people get their news, surprisingly. They
I know.
don't go read the newspapers anymore. They read Facebook and read Twitter, and that's what I use.
Sometimes you say some things on Twitter you wish you can take back, though. You let them think, oh.
Sometimes. I think everybody does that.
Everybody
where
does that,
you
right?
put a tweet out, and
Well,
then
it's like
5 seconds later you click, oh, delete.
Well, it's like a text. If you text somebody,
Yeah.
whoa, I can't stop.
How can I take that back?
24-hour rule. Like,
There should be like a rule, right?
Right.
So the last time we talked to you, I think, was when we found out that the New Britain Rockettes were going to Hartford, which was devastating, and the way they did it was kind of scandalous.
Oh, yeah. Sketchy, to say the least.
Very sketchy.
But, hey, we're telling a different story today, though, aren't we?
We are telling a different story. Isn't there like a deadline tomorrow on being able to name the team?
Yeah, I think tomorrow might be the next day. So we're doing a competition to name the new team. So we're going through our local newspaper. So the New Britain Herald is hosting a Name the Team competition. We're asking everybody, if you have a suggestion, to email it in to nametheteam@newbritainherald.com. I've been getting people tweeting at me, Facebooking me their suggestions for what the team name, what they think they should be. Hey, listen, we want to hear from the fans. These are the people that are going to make this team so successful in New Britain, way more successful in Hartford, I may add.
Yeah, right?
It's a good
Take
idea.
that, Hartford.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I hate to
wanna
say the yard goats are taken. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're real hurt that the yard goats were taken. But we've been getting some really good names and some really funky ones too.
Some real funky ones.
Like yesterday, I think we just got someone that said, "Oh, you should name them the New Britain Knockers."
Oh, hey now.
I'm like,
Marketing might not be so
Yeah,
good for
yeah,
them.
yeah.
At least people have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah,
That's. I'm sure you've gotten a lot of people. Have you gotten some good names that you're like considering?
Yeah,
That's
we
good.
want something that's kind of unique to New Britain. So we're known for our industry and
Yeah, you are.
Stanley Tools.
Stanley, for sure.
So the New Britain Hammers has kept coming.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, the New Britain.
Put the
Machine.
hammer down. You could do a lot with that.
Could we
You
could have
could
everybody in the crowd?
Nice.
You
with
could.
hammers.
Right? They wouldn't be cheeseheads, but they would be like hammerheads.
Right.
You could do that. Be great.
Good
A
idea.
That'd be
lot of the bumblebees too. So New Britain bees and New Britain stingers keep coming up too.
Okay.
Those might be the top runners.
Those are pretty good. I like them already. So
Yeah.
that's really good. So are you hoping that you have, a big turnout? When is the team coming and what's happening?
They're going to be ready to go for the end of April. So opening day is going to be the end of April.
You
So
didn't
we're gonna
miss a
have-
beat.
Nope, not at all. Not a single beat.
You didn't miss a beat. Are you going to have fireworks too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see,
We're
that's
gonna
what's
do the whole
infamous.
thing. I
See,
think
that's great.
they're actually going to be moving into town within the next month to set up an office somewhere to start selling their season tickets and selling merchandise. As soon as we get a name chosen, we're going to have an announcement on a name by the first week in November. So
that's great.
That's the Atlantic League, right? Atlantic League?
yeah, Atlantic League's the same league that the Bridgeport Bluefish are
Bridgeport,
in.
yeah. I see that.
yep.
Pennsylvania, Maryland, Texas, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a little in-state rivalry, so that'll be nice.
That's fantastic. Good for you. I really feel like it was such a heartbreak,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that you didn't skip a beat and let it just bring you down.
Oh, we are too. And listen, people say there's a difference between what the Rockcats were. It's a AA league and the Atlantic League, which is an independent league.
Mm-hmm.
But some people think there's a big difference. I think that they're more focused on family and more focused on their audience and more focused on all the kids that come to the stadium.
Right.
And I couldn't ask for anything more.
Right.
Look, we've got over 20,000 families in the city of New Britain alone, and that's what they want. We want family-oriented, fun baseball.
Good.
People who care about the fans, and you're going to get that with the Atlantic League all day.
And the stadium's going to get a whole facelift too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do some painting. We're going to put some new seats in.
Oh, you're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. We're investing in the right way, too. You got to be smart, though. In my position, when you're trying to use taxpayers' dollars, you got to be smart about it. So I started, the second that the Rockcats said that they were leaving, I started putting money away, a little bit in a fund specifically for the stadium. So now we have a little over $500,000 to make improvements.
See, that's so great.
It's just like you would run your own household budget,
Yeah, but I think the whole city needed that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
I think that was devastating for everybody.
It was.
Because I lived in New Britain for like 5 years when I first moved here. So it's a big part
shocking.
of the city.
That organization had been here for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And for them to up and leave, it was
like
a
that.
shock to everybody. Yeah. But they sold the team to a family that didn't have any roots in New Britain. Before, it was owned by two guys that had ties to New Britain. They had ties to the community. And when they sold it, it was kind of like nobody really knew what was going to happen. So
Yeah.
there
Okay.
it was.
So where can people send all of their ideas to for the name of the team?
So you can tweet at me. It's at Stewart4NB, all spelled out. You could tweet at the New Britain Herald, which is at New Brit Herald, or you can email in name the team at newbritainherald.com.
Perfect.
Or you can write on my Facebook too. Whatever you want, I'll submit them all.
I thought the New Britain books.
That's not that. Well, Nancy is an N, so there's a little more alliteration with New Britain Nancy's. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound very good.
My vote's for the New Britain Michis.
There you go.
Palooza.
There you go. There you go. Well, let's talk about how you've been doing as mayor. How do you like the job?
Crazy enough, I love it.
Really?
As crazy as it is, I do love it. You know what? You never know what's going to happen on a daily basis, okay? I wake up in the morning not knowing what the day is going to bring. I don't know if I'm going to lose a baseball team or if I'm going to have, someone threatening to blow up a bank.
Yeah.
Remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Over on...
You have like one of the biggest high schools in the state, right?
We do. We have
Yeah.
the biggest high school in the state. It's crazy, but I truly love it because I get to make an impact on people's lives on a daily basis, too. There's all the, the fun stuff I get to do, but I get to help people out that need help, and I think that's why I do.
Does it
that's
keep
why
you
I
up
do
late
this.
at night sometimes? Work, like stress, does it keep you up late?
There's nothing a bottle of wine can't fix.
Yeah. There you go. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. Does your dad give you some advice? I mean, he was in the job. So.
Oh yeah, he was there for 8 years before me.
Yeah.
We talk, but let's just say we don't see eye to eye and everything like every father and daughter would.
It's so true. My dad and I are so opposite on politics. It's ridiculous, but
we have a very normal relationship like any father-daughter would.
which is great. What has been the biggest hurdle you've had, being that you're a woman in that position? Have you found that that's been like a really big hurdle?
Yeah, you would think. It's 2015, man. Come on. But it being a woman, but also being 28 years old too.
Yeah.
People don't think that you're capable of doing anything. They think I'm too young, I'm too naive, I'm too stupid. I don't know anything. But so you have to work twice as hard just to prove them wrong. And I'm proud to say we're doing it. Look, we've made some huge changes in New Britain in the last couple of years alone. Everywhere you drive in town, we've got construction projects going on all over the place. It's not just the baseball team. Our city finances are under control too. I took office, we were $30 million in debt, and now we have an $8 million surplus this year.
You want to help me with my bank account? Yeah. Because I keep messing
my experience in personal financial management.
Yeah, you should do some consulting on the side for people who need some help.
But we're real proud of the work that we've been able to do. But not only that, we're taking politics out of the equation, okay? So you're not seeing people bickering or yelling at one another like you see in the state or federal government. We're all getting along because it's not all just one party. We're Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Green Party. We got everybody in office, and I did that on purpose because you have to have a good mix of people. You can't just have one type or, one party rules all. It's not fair to the people that you serve.
Maybe you could take that all the way to Washington.
Oh, God,
because that would be great.
They should take notes on what we're doing in New Britain because you can get along, you can agree to disagree.
But I think that's the problem. Is I think America's really sick of all that.
And I think that's why nobody votes either.
Yeah.
I know there's probably a lot of people listening right now that say, well, I don't want to bother with that because, they're too busy listening to themselves talk over in Washington. But we're not all bad people, I promise.
No, and I think that getting involved locally, we had Denise Merrill on. It was really important that you get involved in your local politics.
Oh, yeah. Listen, what I do today could affect your life tomorrow. What your congresswoman does today may not affect you for quite a few years to come.
Yeah.
So it's important to get involved locally, but making a difference in your community is so important too. You're going to have a better place to live if you volunteer even just a couple hours of your time.
How do you get younger people to get interested in politics?
I drag them. No.
I know that your dad was involved in politics, but how did you feel like really getting involved?
I got inspired to get involved when I saw that things were really, really going down in the city. And I saw that people's morale was really down. People hated New Britain. They're talking about us badly. And they're talking about us like we're some type of, awful place to be. And I knew that wasn't true. I ended up running for the Board of Education. And I won that. And I guess you can say the inspiration just kind of carried me through. There was an opportunity. And people were still so upset with the way that government was being ran. And there's no reason that I should have to walk in a city council meeting and see 500 people there picketing and rioting for something that the former mayor did. That meant something's wrong, something needed to change. And that's when I said, you know what, if no one's going to step up, I got to be the person to do so. Yeah, I took a risk.
It's scary.
I pretty much quit my job to run for mayor. And I was working at the Capitol at the time.
Were you?
Yeah, I pretty much quit. I ran for mayor. I said, you know what, if I win, I win. If I lose, I'll go back to waitressing.
Yeah. I've got something to fall back on.
Yeah.
But I think it is a real risk to really get involved locally, and I think that's like the message I really feel that we need to get out there. If you really want to make a difference, you can really run for government and make a difference.
Oh God, absolutely. But there's so many other opportunities, not just running for office. Like I have 150 some odd commissioner positions that I have to fill every 2 years. There are volunteer positions on 20 some odd different commissions, and they meet once a month, but it's a good way to kind of get your feet wet and involved in the process. I'm always looking for people to serve. We have commission on the arts, we've got our homeless committee, we've got a commission on economic development. There's so many opportunities for people to get involved. And I try to get everybody that I can involved.
That's great. I mean, and I do feel like there's a different vibe in New Britain when I go there. I have to tell you that.
Yeah.
I really do. I feel there's a really different vibe. Because I lived there for the first 5 years that I moved here.
Yeah. You know what it is? It starts at the top. If you want people to start thinking good about your community, it starts with me. Because I have to start talking positively to get other people to do so as well. But I have to do those things to make them believe that New Britain is awesome. And we are. But we still got a long ways to go. But
you're getting there, though.
You are getting there.
One day at a time.
And we really appreciate you coming in. I mean, honestly, I know that you're a busy chick and all, but we appreciate you coming in here and talking about politics and talking about the new team that's going over there. We appreciate that.
Hey,
we have something called Hot Zips, and I gotta say, New Britain for Hot 937 is one of our biggest listening audiences.
Awesome.
Hot Zip.
I believe it. Listen, I listen to you guys every morning.
Yeah. 06051 was my area code, man. I was downtown.
A lot of people.
I was downtown.
That's all I listen to every morning.
Well,
I'm like you guys'
that.
#1 fan.
Oh, we appreciate that, Erin, so much. Oh my gosh, Mayor Stewart, I should say.
Please.
Instead of just calling her Erin.
I had to go to court in New Britain.
Let me just tell you, that traffic court really kills me.
Call my name first. So
Oh my gosh!
Can you call me now?
Lord have mercy.
They'll go out lunch at 11 o'clock. You only got it's only lunch at 11.
Can we get a get out of jail card free or something too? While you're here,
brought someone with me.
There's a traffic ticket out there paid. You going to lunch at 10:30?
I love it. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you,
And
guys.
how can people tweet you again? I want people to be able to get in touch with you.
It's at Stewart4NB. All spelled out. Stewart4NB.
Thank you for being a really positive role model for girls in politics. I think that's
so
really
much.
awesome.
Hey, it's a passion of mine. I love doing it. And if anyone out there's listening and wants to get involved, contact me. I'll have you in my office in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
And she's still gonna have some hot boots on.
Yeah, she's still gonna look good. It's all about looking good, Erin. You know that.
That's half the battle.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Stay tuned.